Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason came just short of history, playing 9 solid innings against the Houston Astros and coming within 1 out of getting himself a no-hitter, but allowing a hit to Mark Bentler and with 2 outs in the 9th and losing it. Eventually allowed 2 hits and a walk, on 12 strikeouts. But no runs, collecting himself an 83-pitch Maddox, but we still think about what might have been. Now, due to a little recording hiccup, you missed a little training session, which got me nothing at all, whatsoever. So we're just going to go ahead and carry on here.
A player receives a check-in from one of his
So what are we going to do? We are going to take hits per 9, I think. Okay, looks like Jason's first outing today is going to be against the Chicago White Sox in Fenway. Now, Jason has played against the White Sox a grand total of 3 times before. He has a 2-0 record against them, a 1.69 ERA, and a 2.29 WOBA. So, good showings against them in the past, but they got a different lineup nowadays, and in fact, they're leading the AL Central, as I recall. So, have to get out here and see what we can do. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's get it.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball, and it's coming up next. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Digging in, Kenji Aoki. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of 3 here on a Friday night.
Cutter down
the first
to
pitch
start
is in there for
the day
strike
with
one.
a strike.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight.
Clearly, we're playing at home, so we can't use the alternate away jerseys, no matter how much good luck they bring us.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of
Swinging a miss on that
urgency.
cutter outside, and now it's 0-2.
And if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll.
Swinging a miss on one up in the zone, and on 3 heaters, Kenji Aoki goes down.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm really impressed with Yoan Moncada. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Into the box now, Yoan Moncada, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Ready to
now, Yoan Moncada doesn't have that much against Jason. Little bunter. I hate bunting.
Throw, got him, and
but fortunately, we got Rafael Devers charging in from third to get the out. That is a 5-3 put out on the bunt attempt.
So digging in now, Scott Selby. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
And Scott Selby has or had been doing very good for himself in the league. I think he won an award this last year. But against Jason, he has a 0 batting average and a 0 OBP, so clearly not doing so well. But just like any other measure of a player, you can't measure his contribution to the team in terms of the mustache.
First pitch on its way.
Just not something you can measure with StatCast.
And that one right down Main Street.
At least not until the 2035 edition.
2 out, nobody on. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he
not
went
so
after
good
the
there,
pitch
fella.
inside, and it's strike 2.
Incidentally, that 2035 edition almost certainly added because of the rivalry between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Portland Hipsters.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
You know, you hit the nail right on the head. I think
2-2.
one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit for my liking during
Come
the
on,
course
Jay.
of the game.
Go get him. And that's another put out against Scott Selby, but you'll still be the mustache valuable player in my heart.
White Sox nothing. Red Sox coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Into the box now, Jesse Winker. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Well, Boston goes up 1 in the bottom of the first, so let's see if Jason can hold that lead. Let's keep going.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses with a curveball.
Get me over curveball does not get me over. Okay, top of the zone strike with that fastball.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Another one right on the corner.
Outside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
So let's try a changeup down. That's not down.
The first baseline. Well, this is a
he
foul
pounds
ball
that
as
over to the
count
tarp.
goes steady at 1-2.
Leaves us at 1-2, but
The 1-2. And he'll hang in here as he
shots
reaches
the
to foul this one away.
curveball there, but he was late on it. So how about we go up and in with this fastball, this cutter. See if we can't get a swing and a miss.
And that
That's
misses
much.
2-2.
But still wants the same spot here, so I guess we'll give it to him.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside
Right
corner.
there, man.
You
Good
can certainly
spot.
tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher.
All right, how about a curveball right on the corner then?
A little bouncer.
What's it gonna take?
But it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch.
What is it going to take, Jesse Winker?
And that misses for ball 4.
It's going to take a walk is apparently what it's going to take.
Second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Here's the first pitch to him. The
Curveball
that
got
catches the
over
inside
for a
corner.
strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Lofted in the air out toward right
Pop
center.
fly.
Bradley on the run.
Jackie Bradley Jr. out there in
Gets
center
to
field
it
to
and
pull it
makes
in.
the catch for the first
That'll
out.
be the first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder, forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there, but a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the pole.
So striding in, Omar Nervious. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, we got the usual suspects out here on the field, the lone exception being Sue Lin over at second, replacing Tony Kemp for the day.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Change up outside
right
corner,
on
gets the
outside
strike.
corner for a strike. Winker leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a ground
Swats the
ball to
two-seamer
third.
down, and that is going to be a fair
Gets way
ball.
through for a base hit.
It's going to advance
Lot of traffic.
Winker
getting
up
the
a base.
pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for
And
a
as
double
they say,
play
there
ball,
goes
man.
No
that.
question about it. I think one of the things you
No-hitter.
like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Next up is the sneaky pop of
Swing and a
Nicky
miss
Delmonico. No
on
balls
that
and one strike.
curveball. I think it was inside, so strike one. No swing on the changeup down, so that's
native of
ball
Tennessee.
one.
He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way
Okay,
in the
there's
big
a
leagues.
strike,
This has turned out to be
but
a
it was late
really
on
nice
it.
pick. I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row,
Oh, and he
back to
just
back. I don't
watches
think
that
there'll be a
two-seamer
third.
sail on by.
Fastball, strike 3 call.
And Nicky Delmonico goes down looking.
2 away.
Change
Runner
the
on first
channel,
in a
sir.
double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down to the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Ray Ramiro.
That's a grounder. Looks like over to
Reined in. And the 2
Dan
out front will
Vogelbach.
not
Gets
come to
it,
pass
pulls it
as the
in.
inning
No
is
score.
over. White
On a
Sox
walk and a
ran
hit.
couple. It remains 1-0.
Not exactly an efficient outing so far, but Jason's doing his
So
job.
stepping in, Will Eubanks comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First
See if we
offering on
can't get
its
the
way.
slider working for him.
Sliders in
That's
for
a strike. So that's something. How about a curveball? That's a little pop-up. Dan Vogelbach running over. Fields it.
Your first out of the
Pop
inning.
fly, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now at the plate, Kenji Aoki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitch on the way. A liner.
Again,
Good
right at
hands
Dan
over there at
Vogelbach.
first, and that
That'll be
becomes
out number two.
2.
Blowing through these guys on about 3 pitches. 2 outs and 3 pitches so far.
Coming to the plate now, Yohan Moncada.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it
Change
comes.
up outside. First pitch.
Gets him out in front.
Clubs
This is
it.
hit
That's
in the
out there
air
for
down the
Yasiel
right field
Puig, but that's
line.
going to fall in for a
there,
base hit. And that'll be Yohan Moncada on base.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't
Gets one
overthink
right off the
it.
end of the
When you're
bat and
flowing
loops it
like
into
he is
right
right
field.
now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
First baseman, number 5.
Into the box now, Scott Selby.
That
As he
was kinda
lines it
center
hard
cut
to the
for
right
Scotty
side,
here.
but out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Trying to remind everybody that handlebars aren't just for bicycles anymore.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Runner.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside the
But
throw.
fastball isn't even
Way
enough
late.
to
It
get
gets in
him,
there
and that'll be
easily
a
at
man
second.
on.
That's a great call from the
Be
dugout.
man on
Put the
second
runner in
with
motion that time.
2 away,
With 2
1
outs
away.
and a good hitter at the plate, it's a
2
pretty
away.
low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier.
That's a grounder over to
drive in.
short. Adam Frazier's got
Ranges
it.
to his right.
Over to
And
Dan
the stolen
Vogelbach, and that'll
base
be the end of the
winds
inning.
up as a moot point as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They still trail 1-0. Striding in, Jesse Winker. He drew a walk his first time up.
Well, no change in the run states here. We still got 1 up. We're still 1 up on Chicago going into the top of the 4th. So let's
First
keep
delivery
going.
to him on the way. And a strike called at the
Top of the
letters.
zone
Looked
cutter
high to
gets a
me,
called
but it's
strike.
0-1.
Lord give you patience, Jesse, because this umpire is going to test it, I'm guessing.
Pitch on the way. Very weakly on
Tapper
the ground.
right at the plate, and
That
that's
one
0-2.
rolls foul.
How about a slider inside?
Now the pitch. Popped him up.
End of the bat.
Devers
Rafael
trying
Devers
to
running
get there.
for it.
He gets
He
there
does
to make
have
the
it, man,
play
but
for
he
the
had to
first
run
out
back
of the
a
inning.
long way.
Stepping into the box, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Here's the first pitch to him.
I have to say I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now that we've got those hits out of the way early. Now that I know I'm not, I'm not gunning for the no-hitter today,
And in today's game,
it means I don't have to worry about it so much. So I can just get out here and just try pitching the best I can. And, the chips will fall as they may. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be happy if I wind up giving up 3 homers today, but at the very least, I'm not going to be stressing out over something that isn't going to happen that I can't control. Jason fields another one right up the middle, and that's over to Danny Vogelbach for the second out.
Now at the plate, Omar Nervious, a base hit in his first trip.
Captain, Omar Nervious.
First
See if you
pitch
can
on
do
its
something
way.
with the slider first pitch.
Swinging a ball hit
You
softly
cannot.
on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike.
Not getting a heck of a lot of strikeouts today. We're 2 out of 4, 3 2/3 so far.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Now, oh my, this ball
Ooh,
is
that one's
crushed.
high.
Look at it go.
It is far.
And that
It
ball
sneaks
will
around
stay
Pesky's
fair,
pole,
it's
and that
gone.
one is
A home
gone.
run.
Omar Nervious, 372 feet off of Jason Parham, and we are now
A solo
tied
shot
at
down
1
the line
apiece.
in right. Home run number 5 on the year as the White Sox have come back to tie it at 1.
Not happy about it, but
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to
that
think
was
about
right off the end
shooting
of the
one
bat,
to the
too,
opposite
so.
field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Below the
Well,
knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
here's hoping that Boston can pull one back,
run
or
on
at
3
least a
hits.
couple more back.
One error
Anyway,
thus far for the White Sox.
got to pull your pants up. Try it
Balls and
again,
no
Jay.
strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real
Rounder
good count
gets
at
past
2-0.
Adam Frazier at
That's through
short.
for a base hit, and he's
That'll be a
1
base
for
hit
2
for
now.
Nicky Delmonico.
He's in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go
Swing and a
up.
miss on
We're
that
seeing the
two-seamer
homers
up.
go up. We're seeing
Strike
the
one.
RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a
Two-seamer
fastball
on the
that just
inside gets
misses.
no
Ball
swing.
1. Line drive to left.
That one's going to be a line drive out to
In
left
there,
field.
base hit.
Benny gets it, but that's going to still put a man on second with 2 away.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's
That
into
means
double
Jason
digits,
has
Dero.
now allowed
That's a
3
10-game
consecutive
hitting
hits,
streak.
and this
Oh, you
inning is
talking
starting to
about
get a little
double
messy
digits,
here.
Dan. Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Yeah, well, these guys, these Chicago White Sox, are leading the AL Central, so they're doing everything they need to do. Jason just needs to do what he needs to do, which is namely to get these friggin' guys out without allowing too many more runs.
One time, let it fly, buddy.
And that one
Two-seamer
stayed too
right
low,
off the corner.
apparently.
Boy, it's hard to sit.
How about that slider down and away?
Lucky.
Got him looking.
Got
and
him
that'll
looking
do it.
on
The
him.
inning is
Kind of a
over.
dubious call in my book, again, but
So with the run on 3
I'm not
hits,
going to
no
question
errors,
it.
and 2 men
I'm not
left
the
on.
ump here.
To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Ready once again, Kenji Aoki. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. First pitch coming, here it is.
Well, I never claimed Jason was
Lofted
immortal
in the
here.
air out toward right center.
Airs it
Puig
out
getting
for
chased.
Yasiel
He
Puig out
gets
in right.
there and
1
makes
pitch,
the
1
play
out.
for the first out. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking
Just
ball.
off the edge. That curveball.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Let's try cut her down.
Takes a look at
Got
a
one on the
strike over
corner.
the inside corner.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next
That
team to
gets
score is
past
going to win this thing.
Rafael Devers, but fortunately that one is off the inside of the third base bag, and so it's a foul. Let's try a slider. That one, though, is right at Rafael Devers, and that's not going to help him
Very
out.
quickly there, they're 2 gone to
Yohan
start the
Moncada
inning.
gets thrown out on a grounder.
So coming to the plate, Scott Selby. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim.
And we got
last
the
time.
man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Scott Selby.
First delivery.
And those
to
of
him
you
on
who've
the
been
way.
watching the streams may know that I've been doing something relating to Scott Selby fairly
Fields it
recently.
cleanly,
And we'll
he'll
see if
step
that
on the
turns
bag
into
himself,
anything,
and
depending
the
on
inning is
if I can
over.
do it creatively. I
1,
may
2,
wind up
3
doing a
go the White
position
Sox.
player
Halfway home,
road to
all
the show
even
in
at
addition to
1 apiece.
Jason Parham for MLB The Show 19. We'll have to see how it turns out. I will want to do things
So here's the
similar,
cleanup
if
hitter,
not the
Jesse
same as
Winker,
the Jason
who up in
Parham
4,
series.
5, and 6 hitters, and they're
So,
hoping that this
we'll
is
see
the part
kinda
of the
how it
lineup
plays
that
out.
can get something going.
Yeah, only
In
one
the
run
meantime,
on the
Boston
board so
scored
far for
in
them.
the
They
bottom
just
of the
haven't
fifth,
had
and
consistently
that got
good
us
at
up
bats.
2-1.
In there, 0-1.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
Let's try a two-seamer down.
A little bit
Just
low
off the
that
corner,
time, maybe
no
outside
swing.
as well.
All right, one more time, right here.
About a two-seamer up.
Very
A little too
high,
far up,
2-1.
Jay.
Get the pitch up there.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either.
Jay, come
This
on.
starter
3-1
has kept the ball
count.
on the corners of the zone
Don't screw this
all
one
game
up.
long.
We've already given up one walk today, to this man in particular.
This is hit softly.
That's
to
right
third.
at Rafael
And
Devers.
this will be
That's-
gobbled
that's
up
more or
fairly
less what I
easily down
wanted.
there at third for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
The batter, number 7.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right.
Fly ball
Puig
out to
coming
right field.
on.
Yasiel Puig
He
coming on
gets
to
there
pull
and
it
makes
in.
the play for the second
One
out of
pitch,
the
one
inning.
out.
So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see right there that these guys rank second in the AL in that category. Settling in now, Omar Nervious. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. And that
Cutter
one
off
stayed
the
up a
outside,
little
gets
high.
no swing. Center,
Strike.
cutter down the middle. Circle change down the middle. Excuse me. I'm not sure I like this fastball.
And a
Get a swing and a miss on
time
it.
As he broke the plane of the plate. It's a
Good
ball
timing.
and 2
It's just
strikes
he
now.
was way, way off target.
Hey, let it rip. One time.
Let's put some showtime on it.
Right here.
Actually, you know
Now
what? I'm
he'll
going to
step
step off. Give him something to think about here.
1 run, 5 hits, 1
I'm going
error
to go
thus far for the
curveball,
White
but I'm
Sox.
going to go ant special on it. Top of the zone, inside corner.
Frozen on strike 3
And
for
who the hell would
final
look
out of
for
the
that?
inning.
That's a ridiculous pitch to throw.
Down in
But
order
Jason
go the
Parham
White
throws
Sox.
that pitch, and
Our
now he
score
gets to
remains
sit on the bench
2-1.
and think about it for a sec.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this
Okay,
leadoff guy, and
two-seamer,
they're an extra
center
base
of the
hit away
plate,
from
more or
tying
less.
this thing up.
For strike 1 taken. Ooh,
Rounded
little
back
grounder
up
up the
the
center
middle.
for
Frazier. Right
Adam
there.
Frazier. He
And
pulls
the
it
throw to
in.
first is in time, so the leadoff man
And
is gone
Vogelbach
here to
has the
start inning
out.
number 7.
It's 1 away.
Come on, fellas.
Ready now, Ray Romero. He singled his last time up.
Third baseman, Ray Romero.
First pitch of the at-bat.
How about a little slider? No swing on the slider, which runs in about gets him. Maybe not quite gets him, but like a little more close than I'm sure he's comfortable with.
Now the 1-0. Ground.
Bouncer over to first. Foot race.
And out at first.
And he is going to get it right there, man. He had to race for it, but he got it. Nice footwork from Dan Vogelbach at first.
Stepping up now, Will Eubanks. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hung it. That's out to the left field, though, right at more or less.
They go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired.
Andrew Benintendi, and that will be the top of the seventh for you.
Here, 2-1.
Hey, check it out. We got 6 outs to go.
Tony Zitch has been summoned
But,
from
in
the
fact, they're
bullpen
going
as
to
he'll
pull
do so
Jason
to
after
start the
7
eighth.
innings and let bullpen do it. And with Tony Zitch, 0-2 record with 6 ERA, not too confident about this, but I guess we got to have confidence in the manager and hope that he knows what he's doing. Because, well, we certainly don't have a say in the matter anymore. Survey says...
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
Well, it wasn't good, but it wasn't really bad either. Jason just kind of pitches his way through the game, pitching 7 innings, allowing 5 hits and 1 walk for a run off of that Omar Nervious home run. Collects only 4 strikeouts, but he gets the win in a 3-1 Boston victory. Jason goes to 5-4 on the year, and he goes to 51-36 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.29. His FIP is at 2.74. And his XFIP is at 3.15. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.